After almost an entire year of trying to get this thing, we finally have an Xbox. A lot of people have commented on my PlayStation 5 videos, because I've done quite a few of those at this point, saying stuff like, oh, why aren't you trying to get the Xbox? You know, why don't you get an Xbox instead if you can't get the PS5? I've been trying to get this just as long as I was trying to get the PS5 before I got lucky with that. The only reason I have a PlayStation 5 is because someone was generous enough to give me a Curry's VIP Pass code, which basically allowed me to reserve one, so next time it came in stock, all I had to do was go and pick it up. If that person, which I'm not naming because they asked to not be named in that video, if that person never gave me a code for that, I'd still be looking for the PlayStation 5. It's a shame they didn't do the same thing with the Xbox, but yeah, I've been checking Amazon, Curry's, Game, Argos all the time to try and get one of these things, and it always says it's out of stock. The Series S is always in stock, but I didn't want to get that one because I want to actually play my discs. But I finally got one, and no, I didn't get lucky checking a page. I actually ended up paying more than I should have for this. If you remember in one of my PS5 videos, I said that Kex always have PlayStation 5s in stock, but the only problem is they sell them for like £650, which, if you're wondering, the retail price for a PS5 is £450. The same thing goes for this. These are always in stock, but they sell them for £650 as opposed to £450. However, I calculated how much I could get if I traded in my PS4 and my Xbox One, and it came up to nearly £200. So if you take that away from the price, it's basically £450. So I ended up with an Xbox Series X and more storage in my room. So I've already set the system up. I'll put some footage on the screen of that. I already tried to record a video of me unboxing it. It was just a complete mess, and I wanted to re-record it for a better video. So I'll use footage from that video while I'm talking about the system itself. It's a bit bigger than I thought it would be. I've seen videos about it, and I don't know, it just looks smaller than it actually is in real life. It's not a problem or anything. It's not as big as the PS5, but I've got it laid on its side as opposed to standing up. The controller is pretty much identical to the Xbox One controller, and I don't have a problem with that because I really like the Xbox One controller, and I believe they've improved the grip of pretty much everything. I could be wrong about that. I don't know if mine just faded off on my Xbox One controller, but definitely feels a lot better to hold, and the D-pad has improved a ton as well. Let's do some Xbox ASMR. But no, this thing feels meaty, it feels solid, it feels grip-worthy, it feels gamer-worthy, you know? The system itself looks quite elegant and majestic on my desk over there, laying on its side. It's very simplistic and clean, you know? You've got the disc thing, you've got the button itself, and the button itself is very nice, by the way. When you click it, it feels very satisfying. And yeah, I've not played it too much right now because I'm still playing Deathloop on the PS5, which by the way is a fantastic game. I believe I'm near the end of it now, if nothing unexpected happens. But yeah, I'm still using my gaming time to get through that game, but I have played it a little bit. I've just gone on some older games and checked out the FPS boost feature. Skyrim feels so much better. I think I'm even going to start a new game on that and play through it again just with the FPS boost on. Halo Master Chief Collection, see, my preferred way of playing that up until recently was on PC. Now I'm switching back to the Xbox, which just feels so much better. I'm much more of a console gamer than I am a PC gamer. I like all my games being in one place on a console. I like buying actual physical discs. Obviously, games are going to look a lot better on PC. They're going to run better on PC than they do on PS5 or Xbox. But the thing is, the PS5 and Xbox run games well enough to the point where I'm satisfied with that. You know, it's not that big of a downgrade. Now, what games am I going to get for the Xbox Series X in the future? Well, obviously Halo Infinite, Battlefield 2042, I'm going to be picking up for the Xbox as well, because I think it stems back to the 360 days, but any multiplayer kind of game I will usually pick up on an Xbox console, probably because me and my friends all had Xbox 360s back then as opposed to PS3s, and generally I'll just be utilizing my Game Pass membership a lot more. There's so many games on there that I'd like to play and have never played before. In fact, in my video that I recorded yesterday, I did do a little browsing through Game Pass and checking out some games, so I'll play that bit of the video real quick just so that you can give me some recommendations on anything that you see on there. Oh, no way, they've got the original Xbox theme. Ooh, yeah, I like that. You know, I've always wished that the Xbox main menu was different, because I feel like it's a bit too cluttered. Like, I don't give a shit about, you know, these things down here. I know you can customize it, but I'm talking like a whole different layout completely. I can barely see my background, you know. Let's see what's on Game Pass. I'm going to be fully utilizing this now that I have a massive hard drive. Well, I say massive, it can handle probably like 10 big games. I'm going to play Banjo-Tooie and maybe Nuts and Bolts because I haven't played those yet. I love Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, I might check out some Battlefield games actually. If you recommend any Battlefield games to me, because I've never played any of them before. What's the best one? Because there's a fucking ton of them to pick from. I've got Battlefield 1943, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield Bad Company, Battlefield Revolution, Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 5. Blinks is on here. I did not know that. I've still got the original disc and everything. Ooh, Dead Space. I've heard this is an incredible game, so you know what? I'm going to install that one now. Wait, so they have Morrowind, but they don't have Oblivion? Fable Anniversary. Oh, they've not got the original, because apparently the original's better. I've actually played a bit of the original. Oh, they've got Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I already have this on the PS4. Pretty much got all the Final Fantasy games on the PlayStation consoles, so I'm going to stick to PlayStation on there. Hades is apparently really good, but I think that's quite a long game, so I'm going to hold off on that for now. I don't know how anyone can still hate on Game Pass, because this is incredible. Like, even if you don't have an Xbox and you just have a PlayStation console, you can still appreciate what Microsoft is doing with this. Mass Effect, I'm going to install that one. I've not played that yet. Oh, there's Oblivion. Okay, I was going to say it wouldn't make sense to not be on here. It's obviously going alphabetically. I just thought it'd be with all the others. The fuck is this? I don't know. What am I looking at? You know what? I'll give you an install just because I have no idea what I'm looking at and I want to find out. Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2. I've got the original Psychonauts game, but I'm going to play it on the Xbox Series X because convenience. Resident Evil 7. I actually played this game for the first time about a month ago. I finished it about a month ago. I did like it, but I do like Village more. A Way Out is a good game as well. I've already played this. I think it was made by the same developers of It Takes Two, which is another incredible multiplayer game. But the ending fucked me up. There's different endings, and one of them is so much sadder than the other from what I remember. Right, that's good for now. Like, I've got plenty of stuff to play on here. I could already see the comments. Buys an Xbox Series X. Instantly downloads 15-year-old games. I believe they're going to be updating the backwards compatibility list in the future, which I'm really looking forward to because I want this to be like the ultimate Xbox machine, where I can just play nearly all of my Xbox games from any generation in this one console. But I believe that is all I have to say. I'm very grateful that I have this fine piece of hardware in my possession. I'm happy I can stop checking websites just for it to say, out of stock. Expected stock is in September. Oh, it's September now. Oops, we're out of stock again. With that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely recommend me some games that are on Game Pass if I skipped over them. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all in my next video. So if you're wondering which console I think is the best, it's that one.